Coming up in a couple of minutes' time, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action.
With it on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Brady now to throw. Dumps it off to Fournette. It'll be a gain of 5. 3rd and 7 now.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss. And they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He completes it to Evans. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Brady. Being chased out left.
That's complete, it's Chris Godwin. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Less fanfare for Chris Godwin than other receivers of his ilk around the league, but he quietly put up 1,100 yards last season. The Buccaneers certainly noticed, and they hand him a new contract extension to continue being the catch magnet that he is. There's another one right there.
Sugar!
On first down, Brady. He'll check this one off to Fournette.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Throwing again on second down. Brady. This is caught by Evans.
And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Buccaneer first down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
From the 30 on second down, Pickett. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 35. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now a give, running left is Harris. Dances by him. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 73 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all living on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another 2nd and goal. Pickett going to keep it himself, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Kenny Pickett with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here. Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a play fake, Brady. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Brady. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
Alert! Alert!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Now Chandler. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Right back to him on first down. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ty Chandler with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run again with Harris. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Try him with Pickett here on 3rd down.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go. 19, right here.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Chandler, and he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. Now it's 3rd down and inches. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. Now a give, right side. It's Chandler, and he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Up the middle they go. Chandler.
And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running gets them to the 9-yard line.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from.
Oh, no, he lost the football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered, they still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep.
And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Chris Godwin.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Buccaneers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the 29, Pickett. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Pickett back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. 30, 10, 5, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house from Buccaneer TD. Lambo to add on the extra point. Now he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run again with Harris. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Back to throw. Pickett. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Levante David able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Ready, set.
On first down, it's Chandler. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Hey, check it.
Brady going to throw here. Steps away to him, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Ready, set. Roll 50. 72. Hey, Alex.
Now Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Down inside the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play.
Pickett to throw on first down.
He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got it. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead's down to 24. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
Charles, a lot of happy faces.